I would welcome you to this class of English language, chapter 1, active and passive voice. We know, my dear students, active voice and passive voice. But again, let us just recollect the difference between active voice and passive voice. Active voice, subject is the doer of the action, but in the passive voice, the subject is the receiver of the action. An example, Sumit repaired the car. Here Sumit is the subject, he is the doer of the action, repairing the car. So Sumit repaired the car is in the active voice, but the car was repaired by Sumit. Here the car is the receiver of the action. Car was repaired. So was repaired is passive voice. So again, active voice, subject is the doer. Passive voice, subject is the receiver of the action. Now we must learn the use of passive voice. We know passive voices are used in many ways, or many usages are there. Number one, to eliminate the mention of the agent. The mention of the agent, who the doer. For example, Ravi was found sleeping. By whom? We don't mention, it is not needed. Second, to give emphasis to the recipient of the action, on who receives the action. For example, English is spoken all over the world. It is clear by the people, so we don't have to use by the people. Third, an impersonal statement. Not a personal statement, impersonal statement. For example, it is hoped that the price of gas will go up. Fourth, to describe a process. Any process can be described in the passive voice. For example, we plan to make tea. So, water is taken, then water is boiled. After that, milk is boiled, then so and so. Next, to define something. Definitions, we know, are given always in the passive voice. For example, a word used to describe an action is called a verb. Next, to narrate an incident or event. For example, an incident, a man was stopped by the police, arrested by the police. Another, an action or an event, the prizes were distributed to the students by the principal. To describe historical and social incidents. Again, the first modern Olympic Games were held. America was discovered. Whatever incidents can be better explained in passive voice. Another, to make requests and invitations. For example, you are requested to address the gathering. You are invited for the birthday of my brother, whatever. Another, to warn, to advise, or to suggest. Again, plastic bags are to be banned. Capital punishment should not be given like this. Then, to write a notice, we know when we write notice, we must use passive voice. Then, to make announcements, for example, train to Delhi is delayed by 1 hour. Then, to classify, any classification can be better explained in passive voice, like sources of energy can be classified into two groups. The formation of the passive voice, we know. Please go through the table there. Now the next important point is conversion from active to passive. When we convert an active to passive, certain points are to be remembered. The first important point, remember, a transitive verb, if it has two objects, then two passive voices can be made. Let us remember, transitive verb means a verb that has two objects. For example, my brother gave me a pen. Me is an object, a pen is another object. So similarly, I taught her cooking. Her is an object, cooking is another object. So two passive voices can be made. Like, she was taught cooking by me. Yeah, cooking was taught to her by me. Second, prepositional verb. That means, if there is a preposition in the active voice, it has to be there in the passive voice too. Look at the example there. They laughed at a poor man. Underline the word at. It is a preposition. So this has to be there in the passive voice. So the passive is, a poor man was laughed at by them. Another, auxiliary verb. When we change, we must use BEB. Auxiliary verb means helping verbs like can, must, will. So active, Mona can do this sum. Can is there, so there should be be. So the answer, this sum can be done by Mona. Number 4, imperative sentences. Imperative sentences means sentences that give command or a request. So, if it is an imperative sentence, there should be either let be or should be. Look at the example. Close the window. So it is an imperative sentence. So the passive is let the window be closed. Another, respect your elders. So here we can use should be. So your elders should be respected. Another, if intransitive verbs are used, then this is changed only in this way. For example, do it just now. The answer is, you are ordered to do it just now. Sometimes a transitive verb can give a passive sense. So we understand how the sentence is used. First example, sugar tastes sweet. It is in the active voice. Passive, it means sugar is sweet when it is tasted. Another, the cloth feels rough. That means the cloth is rough when it is felt. Another important point, continuous tenses. If the sentence is in the continuous tense, then remember we must use being plus third form of the verb. Once again, being plus third form of the verb. For example, the laborers are cutting the grass. Are cutting, present continuous. So we must use being. So the passive voice is, the grass is being cut by the laborers. Remember, is being cut. Another very important point, if the sentence is an interrogative one, then the passive voice also has to be an interrogative one. And the tense also must be the same. Look at the first example. Do you stitch the shirt? Do you? It is a question. It is in the present tense. So the answer is the shirt stitched by you? Another example. Did they solve the puzzle? Did. Past tense. So was the puzzle solved by them? Again, have they done their homework? Have they done? Present perfect. The answer, has the homework been done by them? Now, impersonal use, we must use impersonal use, and for that passive voice is very helpful. For example, it is hoped that. Its meaning is very clear. People hope that. It is said that means people say that, your residents say that. It is believed that. That means people believe, your patients believe, your students believe, whatever. Then another important use is avoiding vague words as subject. Vague means not clear. Vague words need not be used. So for example, after my lecture, I was asked to explain a point. I was asked to explain a point by someone, but we never use by someone. We just say, I was asked to explain a point. By someone is very clear. Somebody has asked, that is very clear. So we don't have to say, I was asked to explain a point. Then, one is not used in a sentence. So for example, the form has to be signed. Means by someone, but by someone we don't use, yeah, one has to sign the form, we don't say. We just say the form has to be signed properly. Maybe by the student or by the parents, whatever be. Another passive voice has to be in the is very obligatory in writing notice. For example, loans arranged, shoes repaired, whatever. So in the notice, passive voice is obligatory. So please go through these, and then assignments are given there. 1 to 5, 1 to 15 are given. Please go through them, and then tomorrow we will discuss this answer in the next class. Thanks a lot for being with me today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.